Hello everyone, and welcome to another Fallout 76 video. And today it's time to talk about some PvP mechanics that you probably don't know about. Stay tuned. Welcome back everyone to another video, and as I said, we are going to discuss PvP things today. And I have been trying a lot of different things lately, and since patch 6 last week, give or take, things have been very buggy, at least on my end. And I have covered around 8 things that I think you really need to know if you are going to engage into PvP actions, and you probably don't know about it. At least I didn't before I started testing things out. And now I think it's pretty useful. So let's get started, shall we? Do you remember when defending yourself was a safe thing to do? Someone attacks you and you're like, okay, let's fight back. If I die, there's nothing to lose, right? Well, it's not really that way anymore. I have tested this multiple times, and whenever someone attacks me first and I try to defend myself and I die, I lose a lot of caps. Literally, it works the same way as revenge mode. So when you are in revenge and you die, you lose a lot of caps. So it works pretty much the same way. So my advice here is don't fight back. Let them attack you. They can't really kill you, so that way you will never lose caps. But if you like the challenge, try your best. Maybe you'll be able to kill them and get their caps instead. The second point is something really annoying, because whenever you respawn from being killed and select revenge mode, it can get stuck. Which means the next time you die and respawn, normally, you will become red, as in you are permanently in revenge mode, no matter how many times you die. So I'm giving you here some nice examples of people who have fought us in the past and we just followed them around, and we just saw this. They were red all the time. You know, as if they attacked us first, which they didn't, at least not right now. They did like an hour ago, but they're still red and we can attack them whenever we want, and we get a fair amount of caps for killing them. And that's extremely frustrating, and I don't think it's any good for the game because it's easily exploitable. So let's hope Bethesda fixes this very soon. Something very curious that I found out is that when you die after you have a bounty, you will be in revenge mode. So here, when he attacks me, you will see this rewards notification below. But when I kill him, I only get rewarded for his bounty value. Now, if he comes back or I found him again, I will be able to kill him for that same amount that showed when he first attacked me, which is a very confusing and doesn't make any sense. So I will give you here another example of what I mean. He had a bounty, I killed him and I got his bounty, right? That makes sense. But remember this message at the very start when he first attacked my base? Yep. So he came back, he respawned normally, no revenge mode or anything, and he was red. Now, if you were just killed and you lost your bounty, why would you be red? It doesn't make any sense. So everything I can think of is that message that I showed you at the start when he first attacked me. But still, what's the rule really? Does it mean every time you have a bounty you have to die twice to lose your red status? Maybe. This point is about a bug that I have noticed since patch 6. And basically, when you get killed and respawn, you will often get bugged and you will get this thing right after you respawn. I mean, it asks you to respawn after you respawn, so you end up respawning 2 times. Confusing, right? But it is the Fallout 76 way, and it happens very often. Almost every single time that I died in PvP, I had this bug where I select a location to respawn, and then I get this screen asking me to respawn again, or, you know, to teleport somewhere. And I cannot move, I cannot do anything, I can just click somewhere else to respawn again. Okay, so since last patch, patch 6, there were some changes to damaging and destroying C.A.M.P parts. Now, you will no longer get bounty for damaging parts, only when you destroy something. And I was trying to figure out if the amount of caps you get on your bounty change depending on what you kill. And so far, I haven't noticed anything in my end. I always get 10 caps per destroyed part. But I asked my friend Danny to test it out, and he was getting way less caps by destroying the same things I did. I was doing a bit of research, and some people have said that level and the caps that the person you are attacking affect the amount of caps you will get in your bounty. That might make sense and that might be true. I'm not entirely sure. I have tested this over and over, and I'm very sorry to everyone I have killed their bases or destroyed parts of their bases, but I just can't find out a rule for this one. Because on my end, if I destroy things, and I am doing this to people around my level or much higher, and it's always the same thing. I always get 10 bounty per destroyed part. And then here, for example, Danny killed 3 walls of my base, and he only got 15 bounty. And here again, he went to another guy's base and he started destroying some parts. He destroyed these decors and a wall, so 3 parts, and again he had 15 caps bounty. And that doesn't make much sense to me, but that's the way it is. I tried destroying different parts, and I always get the same result, 10 caps per destroyed part. So it remains a mystery to me. If you know anything about this, please share. I would very much like to find out what's the rule in here, and if levels and caps of your enemies really affect the amount of caps that you get in your bounty. One of the easiest ways to engage in PvP is to contest someone's workshop. And I did this yesterday with Danny. We contested this person's workshop where 3 or 4 players were, and it was a clown fiesta basically. So everyone was attacking us, everyone was red, and don't ask me how, but we just killed everyone and we made so much money. At the end of this, it lasted around 50 minutes. We had 1k caps each. And this is why I'm including contesting workshops as a dangerous thing to do, because you can easily lose so much money if you keep dying. Now, it's fun to contest the workshop, to fight for what is yours, and to also engage into PvP action and challenge others, try to kill them. But if you die quite a few times, you will be losing at least 100 caps per death. And if you die 10 times, you will be losing over 1k caps. So that's a lot of caps. And as you probably know, it's not so easy to farm caps in this game. As such, I think you should be very careful with what you do when someone is contesting your camp, especially in groups, because this will probably happen, and it's not a very nice experience if you are the losing party. Now, for me, I died quite some times and I still made a lot of money, but I'm quite sure they didn't, because they kept coming, they kept dying. I'm not sure why, don't ask me, but this is what happened. And at the end of this, I claimed the workshop, I got the rewards for it, and here is the comparison between my caps at the start of this and my caps at the very end. Here it is. One of the basic PvP rules is when someone attacks you and you attack back, you will be both red to each other. And that's okay. The only problem is that it can get bugged as hell and you can stay red endlessly. So in here I did this event, Heart of the Swarm, and this guy attacked us before it started at the very beginning, and after the event was done, he was still red. So you can have an idea of how long it can last. Another episode that I saw this was here when a nuke blasted this area, but no, not at the prime fissure. And these two guys hit me because they were trying to kill an enemy near me. And after 5 minutes, they were still red. And killing enemies was quite difficult for me and then Danny, because we were killing enemies, they were all over the place, and there were at least 2 persons red, and not hitting them was quite challenging. But they never stopped being red, so we killed everything we found, and 15 minutes later they were still red for us, and then another guy also hit us, and they never stopped being red until we left this place. I mean, what is this bug really? Like, so they stay red forever and they spawn and come back and they're still red. And I do believe they were spawning normally, because why would they take revenge and not attack us? For example, this guy is just running away from us. This one as well, they are just running, so why would they run if they are on revenge mode, right? This is clearly a bug, and again, I hope Bethesda fixes this soon, because it's so annoying and discouraging for people, because why would they get penalized for attacking you by mistake 15 minutes ago? And even when they die, they have paid for their mistake, I suppose, and they respawn and still they come back red. It's too much, and it's really not something that you should have in your game. Something else that I found out is that when you have a bounty, you can basically get your camp destroyed without anything bad happening to the person who's attacking you. So in here I had the bounty for a while and no one came to kill me until this guy showed up and he started destroying all my base. And as you can see, he doesn't have a bounty on him or a red name whatsoever. He didn't even want to kill me or get my bounty. He was just focusing on destroying my entire base. I'm not sure if this is intentional, but it's also a little bit too much. Okay, I had to log out, otherwise I would lose my entire base, and I can't do anything about it because he's white name. And I'm going to finish the video with a little extra for you. It's something that I also found out. When you have a bounty, if you hide in someone else's base, you will force anyone who tries to kill you into becoming wanted. And here it's a perfect example. I found this guy's base near the Charlottestone station, and I stayed here pretending this was my base. And then this person showed up trying to kill me. He started hitting the base and he became wanted too, as you can imagine. So this is a little of tricking your enemy, sort of. I think it's quite fun, and it's a different thing to do, a special touch to the game when you are wanted and you want to protect yourself or just have some fun with whoever tries to kill you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the content. These are my 8 things that I think you really need to know about the PvP system, especially after patch 6, with an extra, of course. I am Marta Brancu. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!